Life is a series of sad and happy events. We must welcome them as they present themselves and always try to make the best of what happens to us. Because although there is most often a better in what is bad, there is also something in what is already good from the start. Just as we see the good in everything, there are also downsides to the good things that we see. Succeed. The key is to always look on the bright side and not let bad thoughts get to us and prevent us from accomplishing what we could have accomplished if our mood was positive. Stop being pessimistic. Stop finding reasons to give up. Stay strong. Stay positive. Be the surprise of your own expectations. Smile during times of happiness, and smile even brighter during times of unhappiness. Be lively and lively. Be what you are when you accomplish great things. Don't leave any room for negativity. Avoid thinking about it. Transform your sorrows into happiness. Be stronger than you thought you were. Live. In the Bible, this process is referred to abandoning man for man and reconnecting with each other in the heart of life. Our speech is an image of our thought. To change our thoughts, we must change our speech. That is to say, the mental conversations that we expect in ourselves. The world we have invited is a realm of infinite possibilities for mental transformations. Everything we manifest in our lives is fearlessly linked to mental conversations that we have not engaged. But like civilized beings, we must become aware of these conversations and actions with a reason. Our mental conversations set the course of our lives. Indeed, the conversations we expect in ourselves play a great strength in our experience. As we keep the same internal dialogue, our personal history remains stagnant. The attention to change the external world before addressing our internal conversations is a tack to fight against the natural order of things. We often surrender to negative internal conversations and hope that we can get beyond control of our lives, without realizing that our negative internal conversations are the cause of disappointments and fortune. We can continue to wander in a cycle of never-endance, attributing our problems to the external force rather than acknowledging the true source within ourselves. Our mental conversations, if we are complicated with negativity, we have come to the future to confide in words or in verdus. What interests us is our actions in the present, even if their effects cannot be immediately visible. We call for the change of understanding, not with waves or falls, but with internal attention creating a listening. Events and relationships in life are a reflection of our internal world. The internal understanding of the place of defects and desire is the creation of consciousness. Our internal dialogues continue to manifest us in us towards the events we encounter. That's in order to see and hear the reality that we want externally. We must reverse it and hear it just now. If we bring the art of internal speech to ourselves, we discover the excitement of confronting what we want to manifest before it happens. We need to solidify our belief in realization. The imagination consciously used allows us to transform and sing the creative energies of our internal discussion, our mental realms and our emotional realms, to physics. What is your objective? Does this align with your internal dialogue? Buffing your goal requires harmony between your internal conversations and the state of desire. Just as we cannot walk together without approval, your internal dialogue must be with the reality you have desired. The correct internal discourse is that which reflects the discourse of the ideal. The old Visi speaks of two gifts that are held by man: thought and speech, that is equated to a form of mortality. When used correctly, these gifts guide us to the divine realms, even instead of the confines of physics. In the beginning, there was the Name, and the Name was with God, and the Name was God. Speech is the spring offer of the hand, and it deals with the vibration. resonating with the future of the world and attracting to our lives what aligns with our internal frequencies. Our internal conversations, welcomed by the Word of God, have created the life we create in ourselves and around us. The union of the Word and the hand gives life to the distance. As one of the ancient teachings, you and your internal conversation are one, and transforming your mind requires transforming your internal dialogue. To achieve your aspirations, you ensure that your internal conversations resonate with your informed reality. As the Bible emphasizes, the Word is close to us. Residing in our sheep and streets, we enjoy choosing life over life and wound over the curse. Our thoughts must be focused on what is good and pure, for our future is formed by the divine phrase, which is our internal speech in the light of Asia. It is said, "Do you see fields there? This was this. The horn was the horn. Silence and light are there." These words reveal the profound truth that the person is formed by the fidelity of their origin. Just as this is the horn and the horn is the hom, the success stories must be planted to repair an internal harville of the achieve. If we want success, we must plant the seeds of success in our minds. We must assume and live as if we have already possessed. Celebration is the idea of truth that we accept in ourselves, not necessarily in external facts. External facts may constrain our assumptions initially, but by persisting in our thoughts, they will evaluate with our reality. The tools follow our assumptions rather than proceeding with them. The transformation of our internal speech is akin to the data of the attachment of the new person. Our internal conversations, even if not listened to by others, have a profound impact on our future conditions. To make the best of our own life, we must define who wants to become us and ensure the feeling of our deep dream. By this assumption of truth, our own life is an expression in reality. Think of yourself as the person you hope to be, making sure of that conception. Life is a lot of work for images that create in the imagination. Test this power and guide it to align life with the pattern of your imagination. Your internal conversation reveals how you use or bet this potential tool. Negative internal dialogues, especially those filled with malignity and malevolence, are found for future battlefields and prisons. Usually, people have been attached to conversations in advance, using them to justify defeats, criticize others, and reveal the suffering of the other. Perpetuating violence in the world, to achieve success, to abandon each other's old conversation and embrace one of your own self. This internal transformation becomes the price for achieving greatness. Time has taught us to embrace conscious responsibility and to create the state on being. We must evoke our imagination deliberately and amusingly choose words in harmony with our ideals. Imagination is more than a tour of the night or a dream of the day. That is the way of reality. It becomes the way of the state that wanted to evoke its truth and of life in the world. Imagination prevents us from experiencing our dreams in the present. It floats continuously through the gates of the now. As we envision our future scenarios as if we are now taking it to us, we can encounter resistance. This resistance serves as a crucial signage below our attention to the potential blockages that have overtaken us from buying our future desire. This requires our competition and federal attention. The cosmic joke implies that the universe has a mysterious and unpredictable nature, and human beings often take life too seriously, struggling to find meaning and purpose. It invites us to embrace the contradictions, uncertainties, and imperfections of life with humor and a sense of lightheartedness.